And my college professor was making this claim, the book of Daniel is actually a forgery. And we know that Porphyry, who is this ancient historian, Porphyry says that Daniel was actually written in 90 AD rather than several hundred years before Christ. You know, the book of Daniel claims to have been written, several hundred years before Christ, but it's actually 90 AD. And Porphyry notes that, and here's the funny thing. I was, fortunately, as a kid who loved the Bible at 18 or whatever, I was able to ask the question, well, wait a minute. Porphyry says the book of Daniel was written in 90 AD, and I said, do you know, when was the Septuagint written? And this professor said, well, somewhere around 270, BC. Well, question, was the book of Daniel in the Septuagint? Yeah. Then how could it have been written in 90 AD if it was in the Septuagint? And any, academic scholar knows that the dating of the Septuagint is not even in question. We know that it's at least almost 300 years before Christ came. See, the reason Porphyry and other, so-called scholars want to make Daniel a forgery is here's what their claim is. Daniel speaks of future events, and there's no way Daniel could have known that was going to go down. So we have to post-date it. We have to say it was much later in time. And here's the funny thing. If you remember Daniel chapter 2, God spoke through Nebuchadnezzar's dream,